right, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Phil. I'm the host of the NoGutsNoGalaxy podcast, bringing you some Mechwarrior Online. It is June 17th, 2019. Like I said, welcome to everyone out there. Hopefully you're having a great day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Like I say, what's going on? Hopefully you're having a great day. We are here for the Dervish mech preview. The countdown until tomorrow, June 18th, 2019, when the new patch goes live. Like I said, again, welcome to everyone out there. Hopefully you're having a great day. I do have Darren here. He's going to be talking and doing things, but whatever he says, whatever he does, don't give him your address or social. Just warning you. He's a wizard. No? Is that...
Well, you just ruined that scheme.
Well, I'm sorry. Just pyramid scheme.
I mean, I got to make
what?
money somehow.
How you doing, man?
Good. Had a great weekend, relaxing weekend, Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, man.
Yeah, to all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day.
I missed Mother's Day for you. So, to all of us children of the forest,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, did you do anything fun for Father's Day?
Ordered pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, just relaxed.
Yeah? Isn't that funny how, as you've gotten older,
dude,
just staying at home and not doing anything is, amazing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys, we do have the Enforcer here.
No,
not the Enforcer. Geez, someone just said Enforcer. It said Man Enforcer. We got the Dervish here. I'm reading chat. Thanks, Rabadul. We got the Dervish here.
Dervish is here to enforce.
Actually, I love this mech just because in early BattleTech, when I first started up the tabletop, this was one of, the designs that you would run for LRM support. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so it was like a
good
bigger Treb, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So another 55 tonner.
Yep.
We're gonna be going over the details in particular, but Darren, you want to start a giveaway?
Yeah, let's kick this right off. This is a special Father's Day giveaway. We're gonna start off with an ultimate pack.
Oh,
instead of
yeah.
Oh my. This is for hopefully a father wins it. Hey, if a non-father wins it, that's okay. It's in celebration of Father's Day. But here we go. We're gonna do an ultimate pack right away. Dervish ultimate. And what do you want to do? You want to say?
I already did it.
You already did it?
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
All right. Exclamation Mech Bro. That's all you.
There you go,
do.
Mech Bro! Exclamation mark Mech Bro! Right now in your in chat for your chance to win a Dervish Ultimate Pack. That's everything that comes with this sexy enforcer-looking mech.
You're never gonna let me down.
It's not the enforcer.
Thanks, chat.
Yep.
Much appreciated.
The Dervish.
The Dervish.
Here we go. And this comes out tomorrow. So anybody that wins will get their mechs first thing tomorrow post-patch.
To be fair, it looks like someone took an Enforcer and a Trebuchet and made a baby.
The Inner Sphere is known for sometimes, salvaging some parts from this thing and salvaging and making a new mech, and that's okay.
Think from the manufacturing process. Like if I'm Skunk Works or whatever, and we have a mech that does well, or maybe a particular location, maybe it's like a cockpit assembly and it does why reinvent the wheel if you already got it, right? I mean, so.
Yep. And yes, cat dads do count. Dog dads do count. So Phil counts, but he can't win. So
he says cats count, but they don't. He's just saying that because his last name. So, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this really quick. We do have that giveaway going on, guys. Darren is being very generous. He's a very generous wizard. He's doing an
ultimate mech
pack. Yeah, to all you mech dads out there.
Yeah, there you go, mech dad.
Mech dads. It's like Bear Duel. Bear Duel's here. He was the first one in chat. Shout out to Bear Duel. By the way,
I saw Cat out there as well. Hi,
we
Cat.
will not be sitting down with Bear Duel this Wednesday because he doesn't love any of you.
He said he doesn't want to be here.
He doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to talk to any of you. No, but for real, he will be on our podcast next Wednesday on the 26th. So now we have to jump through hoop and get someone. Darren's got a few ideas.
Who wants to be on the podcast?
Well, yeah, anybody want to be on the podcast? So
all right, but let's get back to the Dervish.
Yes, aesthetically, I dig it.
Yep.
It's a little. It's
hammer hands, man.
Yeah. Well, not just that. Just like like I said, the Dervish for me is always one of those where.
Well, let's first off, this is right within your tonnage, right?
Let me. I'm gonna pull up the original artwork too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the original?
Yeah, like line art.
Yeah.
I think that's appropriate, right? Let's do this here. Oh
some of us view these mechs through the prism of we grew up with this TRO line art, and man,
hold on, we have to.
Things have improved.
We have to check this out. Hold on. We have to bask in the glory that is
Alex Iglesias.
Hold on, let's do a side-by-side comparison.
But dude, that seriously takes me back to the mid 80s. I mean, that was one that I looked at a million times. My TRO with that artwork is destroyed.
Hey, look, what you do on your own personal time and fapping, I don't want to hear about it. All right, like that's.
I looked at that TMI. So many times thinking it was cool.
Well, I mean, it's different, yeah.
I'm saying that's all we had.
No, and
we had to use our imagination.
Well, yeah. Now they just give it to you. Now you get this cool 3D model. You don't even have to use your imagination anymore. You kids, I can just hear it now. You kids will never know how to walk up snow.
Here's
both
the thing.
ways.
Here's the thing. So back then, we'd get these TROs, okay, and you'd have the artwork in there, and you'd have the mechs that were, whatever, borrowed. like the Wolverine or the Stinger or the Archer. They look so cool, and then you'd have these mixed in where you could tell that the BattleTech's like, well, we got to make up some of our own, and you could always just tell.
Oh my gosh,
the ones that they made up on their own.
So basically, what you're saying is we could tell. This one was just shittier.
I'm not trying to be offensive, to the artists that made them and designed them, but you could always tell.
They were horrible. Like
it was, you're pulling a mech design out of your ass. Where it's so, But hey, it's part of the lore now, and I'm glad we have it updated.
I'm glad we have updated stuff. For me, like again, seeing this, then that means it's going to be in BattleTech, right? Mech 5. Like. So I'm good to go. But aesthetically I like it. Obviously, like I said, very
it's when you had to compete with cool designs like the Jenner, man, the early Jenner artwork. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
But anyway.
I mean, if you look at the Enforcer, it actually, to me, it's not actually an Enforcer looking cockpit assembly. It's actually more of a Victor. I mean, to me, this thing it's like a scaled down Victor. I don't know. Like it's got I can see both of them. Like, sort of a recessed cockpit. If you look down, like it's in the back there. Of course, the arm.
The TRO feels like if you just tap it a little bit on the chest, it's going to fall over backwards.
Remove the light art. Understood, Barry. I'm sorry. Go wash your eyes out now. So aesthetically, I'm happy with the end result. At the end of the day, you're taking a design that, if we're honest, never really had a flushed out design. I mean, obviously the chest, sticking out a bit here. We've got flaps, guys. I have to warn you again, warning, there may be
flappages,
actuating later. So, not suited for work sort of thing. So let's go ahead and hop in here. We've got a few. Obviously, the 6M special version, that C-Build boost, and of course the regular 6M as well. We've got the 6MR, 7D, 7P, 8D, and of course the Hero, which is the Frenzy. Now, a few things to note. A lot of the Dervishes are very similar, and out of the mechs that we have here, 3 of which, the 6M, 7P, and the 8D, all have 4 energy and 4 missile. The main difference between those all being where the hard points are and then what quirks. The 6M and the 7P have the exact same quirks. Missile spread, medium laser duration, the armor, and the structure. But the difference being here is where the hard points are. And so if we go ahead and dive in and take a look, we have 4 energy in the arms, and then 1 missile in each location, torso, and then the arms. Whereas comparison to the 7P, which is all the missiles and the arms and then split with energy. So it's the exact opposite. And I feel like that's really important just to sort of preface. Some people like having the arm-mounted missile weapons that allows you to be able to aim a little bit easier. Also to note, that means on the 6M, if you weren't to open your flaps, you'd get a disconnect between your torso missile and your arm missile. And I think that's really important to sort of note. And we'll show you guys of course, in game. For those that may not know, some mechs do have missile flaps, and you can open them at the very beginning. You can open your flaps prematurely. I
don't know what we're talking about anymore.
To make sure you don't have any delay on missile. Yeah. So let's go and take a quick look at the 6M here. You notice across the board, we've got a 360 max engine, and that's transfers to every single one of them. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say I have a feeling, just like the Bushwhacker, just like the Shadowhawk and Griffin, you're going to see builds run mainly XL engines with some light engines thrown in there, especially with missile energy. MRMs, SRMs, probably not a whole lot of streaks, and of course some people run a few LRMs as well. But in this particular case, speed and survivability. Mediums, especially 55 tonners on the IS side, rely on that. If you can be fast enough, that sort of helps. So if we just go ahead and quickly strip this with a 360 engine, you are rocking, I believe, 106 kph. All of these come with a standard structure, or at least this one does, double. And yeah, as you can see here, if we max out the armor here. And this does have structure. Again, going back to the Quirks. Base structure on the left arm, right arm, left leg, left leg, right leg, all that. And then a left torso, right torso on this. And then that's what changes depending on the mech variant. Don't forget, guys, we do have a ultimate mech pack giveaway for this particular chassis going on right now in chat. So yeah, I think with this, it would be comparable to not the Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk's missiles are in the torso only. So Shadowhawk, Griffin's torso, I don't know. We don't really have another 55 tonner that quite has the missiles and the arms and the torsos like this. I mean, Treb, I guess a Treb, but it's not a 55 tonner. So again, looking at strictly 55 tonners. Kentaro, but Kentaro is wonky where right arm isn't, right? So I definitely feel like it's filling a niche as far as that, but that's what's going to separate it. And then plus the Quirks and where they are, and the overall location as well. This is jump capable. That's another big thing. So let's just go and toss into jump jets, or let's put them in the legs because reasons. And again, you did have standard laser duration, I believe, on this. Standard medium laser duration. So if you put anything more, doesn't really help you. You do have, of course, the missile spread -10. So that'll stack with anything else. So if you do MRMs, if you do SRMs, again, really the only distinguishing features between this, the 7P and the 8D are the Quirks. You notice here the 8D doesn't have the armor on the left-right torso. But then instead of missile velocity, it gets energy range. And it doesn't have anything to do with like LRMs or anything like that. So really across the board, you can do similar setups or exact same setups, but it's just how they're going to function, whether the energy's on arms or whether it's split between the torsos. And of course, we'll check out the 8D in just a moment. But I think if we were to go with like SRM 6s here, I think we'd be running out of tonnage with the 360. So go out on a limb and say 325. Let's just sort of see, what can we do? 325, probably a little bit too hot, probably 4s. I think a good comparison would be, what do you do with the Griffin? right? The Griffin 2N, 4 SRM6s with art, and ECM, right? So what would set this apart from that? Something like that. You'd still have good speed, 95 kph, maybe a bit lower, maybe a 310. And then throw on double. Yeah, those legs are a little low. Drop a heat jump jet. Something like that, maybe. Again, off the top of my head. Now, with this, like I said, you have to worry about your splitting of your torso mounts and then your arm, your arm mounts. Now, with this particular variant, you have to open your flaps unless you want a delay, which no one wants a delay. So just sort of keep that in mind. I think I would be more, for me and how I play, I think I would prefer all the missiles being on the arms. But if we do something like this, and we're going to go ahead and split here. So I'm going to show you guys what the missile flaps look like opening, which I think will look really cool. I actually really dig these. So
yeah, that does look good.
Yeah. Now there is a delay if you're wondering, well, do they just pop open? They do not instantly, so there is still a delay. So I will fire both missiles at the exact same time, and you guys can see. So you don't want that. We want to go ahead, just open them from the start, and then we don't worry. Bar Regular asks, are flaps closed boost to our base armor, or the flaps open and decrease to base armor? That would be a Chris question, and Chris is in chat. He can give you the exact answer on that. Can't handle the flapping. All right, so another thing to note, and this is actually something a lot of people don't know, is, well, how would I know if my flaps are open and I can't see them? On this particular mech, you can see there's a red light right here, right, the dead center, right? As I hit the flap button, it's going to change from yellow to red to green, and yellow means it's in transition, and then back. So there you go. You can also see it on some, like you can actually physically see if your flaps are open right there, but some mechs you can't. So that's a good visual indicator. A lot of people actually don't know about that. Same thing with like the Archer, or the Kintaro actually has CT ones as well. So just sort of keep that in mind. Let me check something really quick, guys. All right, so Chris says, with closed doors, damage to the front torsos are reduced by 20%. That is both for structure and armor. We're gonna go ahead and run up here. While we're here, we're gonna go check out the animation. Very similar to, I would say, the Enforcer, the Griffin, Shadowhawk, pretty standard affair as far as that. Jump jets. As you can see, as far as, let's go and fire both at the same time, arm and torso. Again, we're what, 78 meters? And then arms. So even though where the arms are,
target destroyed.
There. So you guys can see. Yeah, decent heat management. Obviously, we're just firing. No skills attached as well.
Heat level critical.
Obviously, with heat nodes, and I think you'd be in a pretty good position. Dissipation is a little bit low, especially with just the base. Here we've only got what, 2 extra double heat sinks, so Again, I'm not claiming this to be the build to go to, but especially setting it apart compared to the Griffin or the... I think Kintaro. Griffin probably the most. So there's that. Let's go to hop back in here. Yeah, there's a delay if you have the missiles closed, the missile bay doors, so I'd definitely open them up. Yeah, so keep in mind, we have Artemis on this. Now, it already has 10% reduction. You could get away with not going Artemis and just using the base quirk and then skill nodes to apply and not have to worry about the tonnage. So technically, you could probably get away with something like this, potentially. You could do 6s here and just go with 6s, or keep the 4s and then drop, you know, an extra double heat sink or 2 as well. So there's a few options that you do have here that would allow you to probably fire, shoot, maneuver here. Let's just say something like this, you know, 330. So I think with that, that may give you the spread that you want with the SRMs. So I think that would be pretty solid. Don't forget, guys, we do have a giveaway. I think it's about time to give this away. And this is the first giveaway of today, and it's for an ultimate pack from yours truly, the wizard, Gandalf's brother, Mama Bear.
That's right.
Straight from his fingertips.
I'm preparing the pack myself just for you.
Yeah. It'll smell like beard oil and coffee. Don't be alarmed. So yeah, no, I think again, going back to, like, I'm gonna compare this a lot to probably the most, I would say, compared with this, it would be the Griffin. I think this would be competing with the Griffin as far as what it's able to do. Yeah, and if we're honest here, if you look at this, the 2N is a lot bigger. I think this has a pretty good profile here. I mean, now it's a little bit wider in the waist area comparatively, but as far as like volume, especially front, side, I don't know. I feel like it's got a pretty, it's scaled pretty on par here. So I think it may, you know, now the question would be, within you take would you just do the missiles in the torso and you don't have to worry about, which you can do, I believe, on the 8D, right? So you could do the build we're just now talking about, but just have them in the torso. Now you do lose missile spread. You just get energy range. So the 7P would then be the ideal go-to, right? And then you don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to worry about missile flaps because all the missiles are in the arms here. But let's go ahead and take a moment. And let's go
and give it away now.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck to everyone out there. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. All you got to type in is !mechbro. You do not have to be a subscriber to the channel. Just be following, and we would appreciate that. So good luck to everyone out there.
Good luck, Mech Warriors.
It's going to be like the last person. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're picking a winner. All right, who's it gonna be? Oh, Bree Diaz 2. You have won. Congratulations, Bree.
Let's see if Bree's out there. Is it Brea or Bree?
I'm just saying Bree.
Go with Diaz. I picked
Diaz.
the part I can pronounce.
No stuff. All right.
Yep, there we go.
All right, Diaz. Darren is going to whisper you, and like I said, do not give him any personal information. You don't know what a wizard might do. I'm just saying. But yeah, so I think that setup, I think if someone, I could see Streaks being a little bit more, and I say this just because for me as a player, having the split, I mean, obviously, ideally, you'd want that setup, what we just ran right here, or not right here. right here. Because then you can just run all the SRMs and the arms. You don't have to worry about like convergence. You don't have to worry about flaps. It's just all right here. Is that just me? I feel like that's what I would do. If I was, now it makes you a little bit more vulnerable because if you lose your arms, then you lose, you know, your primary weapon system. But on the flip side, it allows you to aim a lot easier, especially against smaller targets. Right? You can move and aim to your left and fire, or to your right, or, you know, I don't know. Is that, I don't know.
It's just you.
Yeah, it's just me. I don't know. So, like, if I was to pick between these two to use them, I would lean towards the 7P. I guess that's what I'm saying, Darren. As me as playing, I think I would gravitate towards the 7P because it's less that you have to worry about, right? Now, yes, your energy does get split, but maybe instead just go 2 medium pulse in the torso, and then you don't have to worry about your energy being split, and you can keep it just like how you had it. I mean, so to me, this thing needs up armor too. This thing has like no armor. Oh my gosh, we didn't say they were tanky. The Dervish, the mech that was in the back line. It's all fun and games until he gets shot at. I think this is what I would do. Or isn't what I would do, it's what I would do.
At least for your first outing of science.
And then you could easily probably do Pharaoh here. Oh, we could do Pharaoh too, man. We're like there. We're in it. Yes. All the things. This is what I would do. Obviously, you'd have to have ammo, bigger engine, stuff like that. You'd probably do light engine or light Pharaoh as well too if you're having issues with ammo. But I think this is what I would gravitate towards. Let's go ahead and check out quickly the attributes in comparison to, let's just say, the Griffin. The 2N I think is comparable. So Excel 29.26. This is 43.08. Wow. All right. So granted, that is the 2N and it has ECM. Let's see another comparison here. So 29. That also has a missile velocity and a bunch of structure. This thing has a very good Excel DXL comparatively. So the agility is higher than the Griffin. Not all of them. Well, all of them, but not. These are like all base 36. So it's a little bit faster. Okay. And that's probably just for the hardpoint location because ideally you can throw everything in the torso on the Griffin missile wise. What about the Bushwhacker? All right, so it's faster as far as generally than the Bush on agility 2, so that's nice. The Enforcer, it's about in line with the Enforcer. Nothing crazy as far as that's concerned. And then the Shadowhawk, let's go with like the 2D. Okay, so it is faster than that as well. And I think 2H, all right, that would be a nice comparison. Yeah, so, all right, and then Wolverine. Okay, so the Wolverine is still the fastest Excel, DXL across the board. So this would be the second most agile 55-tonner on the IS side of things. So there's that. Did you get...
Diaz is sorted, and we'll have the Ultimate Mech Pack tomorrow after patch. And let's go ahead and do a collectors.
Okay, you want to do collectors?
Yep.
Go ahead and reset here. Do you want the... Congratulations, Diaz. All right, we're going to do... All right, here we go. Opening the giveaway. Good luck. May the Lerms be with you. Exclamation Lerms. Make sure to give your mech proper medicine to prevent Lerms. Lerms could be spread from mech to mech if you don't take care of it. All right. Yeah, so that's what I'm leaning forward or leaning towards with this particular setup on the 7D. And of course, the 8D takes it and changes it just a bit even further. And this is actually very comparable to the Griffin because all of the missiles are in the torso. It still has better agility off the top. And then this, instead of the Griffin, and I would say probably even the Wolverine to some extent, but the Griffin in particular having the 4 missile, it's split. And that's one thing is the right arm of the Griffin, being able to like do the 3 or 4 energy with the missiles in the torso. This has the split energy. Now, keep in mind, you do lose your missile spread quirks. You retain the ISER medium laser duration. Well, that's a little bit different. It's not standard. And then, of course, you got base structure, but you don't have the additional left-right torso armor that the others have. So it definitely looks like this would be catering more towards, I would say, MRMs to LRMs in that regard, because you don't have the same survivability, some range, obviously the ER medium duration as well. So you have that. So for those that like that sort of second line, deliver an indirect fire potentially, maybe again, because it doesn't have missile, it doesn't matter what you take, but I would probably go MRMs on that because you don't have to worry about split convergence or anything about yeah, that's probably what I would do. 230s, something to that. Let's see, how are we looking as far as tonnage here on that? Yeah, it'd be a bit hot, but maybe what you do is you drop your top speed here. We just up armor that, drop that. That would do that. Yeah, you could go. You're pushing it. It'd be difficult. Yeah. All right, let me check out something really quick. Mark Nicholson is in chat. Mark, I believe, is the guy responsible for this. And he said, I've made sure that there are 20 missiles. So if we look at the MRAM here and we were to throw in, let's just strip this really quick. He said, also, in case you hadn't noticed, make sure there's 20 tubes for every location. Got tubes, bro? So there's 20. So basically there's 20 and 20, right? There you go. So 40 total. All right. And I don't know if you can see them with the flaps here. I don't know if there's secondary. Let me see here. All the missiles are in the torso. Let's see here. All right, obviously you're not gonna be able to see that one. What about the second one? All right, so it's all in the torso here. All under the flaps. You don't see anything. It doesn't add a second piece of geo or anything like that. It's all underneath. So there's that. I'm assuming it's probably just a 20 count. Mark, can you answer to that? Is that just 20 in the torso? As far as tube count? Okay, so it's under, okay, cool. All right.
Thank you for being here, Mark, and helping.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to check out was the 7P here. I know some people might look at these and look at the energy as well in the torsos. Because you never know. We're ERPPCs. Yeah, I mean, those are good mounts, man. I mean, obviously you're not getting any heat nodes or anything. That actually looks really cool. That's nice.
Phil's gonna go dual 40s, huh?
Dual 30s, bro. 40s is too hot, man. Ghost heat. Come on now. All right. I know this part of like the mech preview, Darren's just sitting there like, yeah, sure, Phil.
No, actually, I do listen because you know, this is one mech I am gonna take out there, so
yeah,
I'm gonna need some build tips.
Yeah. All right. Let's go move to the 7D. It's one of the, or hold on, not the 70. Just
wait, 70 or the 7D?
The 6MR. This is actually a little bit different than the rest. It does have cooldown for 5% on LRM 5, 10, 15, and 20. So LRMs across the board. It also has 10% missile cooldown. So, and then laser duration. That's actually really nice. So, And this could be. Let me check out. Let me just see something really quick because I have an idea. Darren.
Uh-oh, that's either good or bad. I don't know.
Should be afraid.
About to find out.
Yeah, so I'm thinking off the top of my head, and guess what? This thing has no Indo or Pharaoh, so we're gonna go Indo here. If you're a new player to the game, and you're wondering maybe why, or okay, so there's Indo and Pharaoh. Which one do you do first? You always do Indo first, and that is because if you can see here, -14 for slots. Both Indo and Pharaoh are 14. Light Pharaoh is 7, but it's how much tonnage you get. And if you notice here, -2.5, this is just a quick PSA, 2.5 tons. Now, if I switch that back to standard and I go to armor and I do Pharaoh, which is 14 crit slots, you notice 1.2 tons. That's under half of what you get for the Pharaoh, or Indo. So you always want to go Indo first. And then depending on if you have enough space, you go from there. So the more you know, Mech Bro, just helping you out. Just want to,
Dun, 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 dun.
don't want to leave you hanging. We're also going to drop. Oh, that's going to be a pain. Right, we're going to do this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then grab this. Let's see if we can do this. Initial thoughts are, I don't know. 1. Just do that. I don't think we're going to be able to. Actually. All right, well, we're running hot. Okay. So probably just 10s. My initial thoughts were, could you do 6 medium lasers and then yeah, I mean, it's got a great profile. This one would cater towards LRMs, so I could definitely see something like that. Or even just saying, just go like 115. And then you would dump the rest in speed, and then that way you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, these are just mediums. You don't want more than, probably not the ERs. Yeah. So, I mean, you could do 215s or something like that. I'm just thinking outside the box of like, how much ammo would you need? You could probably drop it down just a little bit slower as well. Grab a few more tons, maybe heat sink or, stuff like that. Yeah. I think there's some options here. I mean, obviously run an XL. But you need, of course, we've got light Pharaoh here, got a few extra tons. There's some things you can do for this. And this 6MR is the one with LRM cooldown and missile cooldown. So that being said, you're only missing out on 5% cooldown. I don't think it would be crazy to just drop the LRMs here, because think about this. I mean, from a missile perspective, you could easily go 2 6s with, I mean, look at that. I mean, you could be hauling some ass here. Holy crap. Darren, bro.
It's pretty fast.
This would be a fun little striker mech. I mean, just think about that. I mean, we can get up there to, obviously we want a few tons for heat sinks. I don't know. I think you can do a few things here, and I think you'd be happy with the results. And that's the 6MR. We don't have any other. What's the other comparable 55 tonner for this? The Griffin, the Sparky, right? I mean, the Sparky's got 6 energy, but it's split between the torsos and arms, 2 in each arm, 1 in each torso. So that's a good comparison. This is faster than that, though. If you look at XL, DXL base, right? And you're getting laser duration. The Sparky only gets cooldown and heat, I should say. So that's actually quite nice. I mean, none of them. Yeah, there's the Wolverine with 5, but it's in the right arm, and 1 in the head. But this one's, so I think that could be nice, and especially for people that like that. And again, if we look here, from a visual perspective, the Griffins, the Dervish is actually in line with the Wolverine here. Like as far as like physicality and size, right? So I think that'll help it as well. So that's my initial thoughts. You could even probably, I mean, you could technically squeeze medium pulse in there and do medium pulse as well. 6 medium pulse with 2 SRM4s or something to that effect. I don't know. You have to play it around here, but I think there's some options. Of course, if you do anything funny like PPCs on the arms, this is where they go. I'll go and just showcase those really quick, just so you guys can see them. There you guys go on the arms. So the 2 on top and then 1 on the outside there. And if we're, looks like the last one, nope. The second one's on the outside. Interesting, okay. Not ideal, but that works. So medium pulse, the second one's on the outside, and then the third one's up top. Yeah, I mean, I could even see 6 medium pulse being used. Why are we riding exclamation lerms? We've got a giveaway going on right now for a Dervish collector pack. All you gotta type in is exclamation lerms.
Learn your lesson.
Oh, clever girl. All right. So I think this would be one that I would like, and especially the 10% cooldown. When you compare that to the others, this would be a fun little striker. Again, medium pulse, SRMs, even MRMs. Yeah, I like that. So I think that'll work. All right, let's move on to the 7D. Now, if you look at here, the main difference being is just hard points, 6 missile, 2 energy. And go ahead, strip this down, take a look. We've got 2 in each arm, 1 in each torso, and of course the energy. I feel like this would be a really good like SRM4 with Artemis, or just regular SRM4. I think that's what I would probably do. Let's look at the quirks too. We've got laser duration, energy cooldown. Okay, so really nothing with missile. So the energy cooldown really doesn't help out as far as a missile build like this, but I can definitely see something like that. Possibly even just do... Can we do a max engineer? Yeah, and we have jump jets. I mean, linebacker build here, you could possibly do 6s with art. I think you'd have to drop down the engine size quite considerably. I mean, obviously. I don't know if you'd want to go 6s though, right? I mean, 4s would be pretty... I mean, 6s with the spread here. I mean, let's see if we just do like a 300. I could see someone doing streak boat as well. Yeah, I think with this, I don't know. Maybe even 2 4 isn't thrown in here. I just feel like that's really heavy. Yeah, I could see a streak boat being done on this as well. I mean, and especially setting it. I mean, you could do streaks and streak 4s on here with a, you know, light tag or something like that as well. Yeah, I think there will be some options here, but definitely I think it would be up in your face. Right. Yeah, if you were doing streaks, BAP would be nice. So that's what sets that apart compared to the rest. Right? It's complete opposite than the 6MR. 6MR has 6 energy and 2 missile. This has 2 energy and 6 missile. And then, of course, the 7P, 8D, and the 6M all have the same hard points, just different locations. These 2 share quirks. This one's slightly different. All right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway in about a minute, guys. So get in, make sure to get in here.
We appreciate you all being here on this Monday. It's the day before patch day. And to show our appreciation, we are giving away Dervish mech packs. We already gave away an ultimate. We're giving away a collector's. Then we're going to finish off with, well, we'll let you know when we're getting there.
Yeah.
Am I going to go all the way down to a standard? I don't think so. I don't think so.
No? Lerms. Yeah, so I mean, initial thoughts on this, I'm gravitating towards the 7P, the 6MR, and I think 7D so far. The 6M, like when I look at those 4 interest me more than the 6M. But the 6M having that energy in the arms, that's nice as well. Or that's just how I guess how I roll. Let's go take a look at the Hero Mech, the Frenzy. So this is I think unique. Base structure on the right left leg, and that's it. Raise your hands in chat if this is what you're interested in out of all these.
Raise your hand if you're sure.
Like, Cap is in chat, you know. You guys thinking merms? Man. 4 SRM or 8 SRM4, 8 SRM4s on this thing. It won't be hot or anything. All right, let's go do this giveaway. 8 rockets. That's right. Picking a winner, Darren. Here we go.
For the collector's pack.
Dr. Mario 86. Are you there?
Doc, you there? Well, it's the thought that counts, Mark. Appreciate that, though. All right, Doc is there. One sec, Doc.
Enough tonnage here. Let's take 2.
All right, Doc, I whispered you. Whisper me back with your pilot name, and I will make sure that you have a collector's Dervish pack ready to go post-patch tomorrow.
Oh, man. I think you can only fire 4 of the... Yeah, 4 on my left, right torso, or arms, torso. How many tons of ammo would you need on this? I mean, obviously running, you know, the missile nodes, you're going to get a few extra. But I don't know if you'd 1, 2, 3, 5. I think you'd want more. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking you'd want quite a bit here. Obviously, we lost double there. We go light ferro here. Can 295. So you can go to 295 here. I don't know. I mean, what are the mechs? I mean, we've got what, the black Bushwhacker, the one, it's only got 6 missile, but there's like diminishing return on some of these. Like some of them, like, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like maybe just bump this to 300. I feel like you need the heat sinks here, the heat dissipation as well. Yeah. You could definitely do some SRM2. I mean, you know what it could be like is it could be like the Arctic Wolf, where you do some 2s, 4s, maybe even 6s, like a combination of like the 2, like 2 6s, you know, bunch of. That of course you do have the streaks. You have narcs that you could run. I mean, of course, someone's gonna throw on lerms on here. You know what they could do? Oh man. Oh man. You guys remember this? Instead of having a catapult that does it.
Troll.
What?
What?
I'm just saying, someone's gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
how many are
8? It's like the catapult. But, you know, more.
Jeez.
I mean, don't hate the hater.
Spectre 6 says no, Phil.
You can't stop me. He's out of control. I already have a life arrow. Can we do...
Avert your eyes if this is hurting, guys. It won't take
I don't
long.
apologize. I'm not going to. I'm not mad. I mean, look, it's how you use them, right? I mean, if you're close range, you know.
Don't get mad. Get even. You'll be out on the battlefield tomorrow.
Just, you know.
I like that cockpit.
I do too. I'm gonna open my flaps. Yeah, right
Target
there.
acquired.
Oh man, you could be the lovely recipient of this tomorrow.
Oh yeah. No, that's not going to be happening at all. Or a lot.
Heat level critical.
Incoming skid. Hey man, if you're firing at like 200 meters, you're doing it right. What happens of AMS, right? All right, you want to do another giveaway?
Let's do it. Are you going to do some cockpit stuff and get out there and look at the animations and so forth?
Do you want to do an ultimate?
All right. Yeah, let's do an ultimate. We'll cap this thing off with another ultimate Dervish pack giveaway. This will be available to you in your account tomorrow after the patch, which starts at 10 a.m. Pacific. Usually lasts about an hour or so, plus or minus. Anyway, let's do it. Ultimate Dervish pack. Everything included with the Dervish.
And we're gonna open this up. Just no.
Give it away.
You can't stop the inevitable, right? It's your destiny. All right! Exclamation Dervish. All right. Good luck, guys. I hope everyone wins. Make Darren inject all of them. Hold on.
Cha.
Yeah. Let me see something really quick. I've got to test something. It's for science, guys. We're gonna science this. Velocity. Yep. I gotta convert. I don't have any. Oh no, Darren.
What'd I do?
I can't do the thing.
Damn it. I thought I wouldn't do that anymore.
All right, well, never mind. I was gonna do skills on here, but this I don't have any things. Stream fail. All right. Go show off this. Cockpit items. We do have a few here. Pull up this. All right, so I'm interested. I actually haven't listened to these, so I don't know yet. All right, so we have the first item is going to be.
First item on the list.
Should be right here. Yep. The axe. All right, the second thing is. And of course, we do have the walk too. So there's two standing. There's the axe. And then the dervish walk. So there's two. Right there. Oh wow, it's glittery. So sparkly. Magical Leopleurodon. Alright. So there's that. Blinged out.
Yeah, that's fresh off the showroom floor, man.
I think we have the next one is. Where is it? This. Like a pinwheel. And then the next one is, okay, that should be easy enough. It's actually Dervish Warhorn. That makes it so much easier.
Right.
All right, here we go. Wow, that's alone. That's actually really cool. Darren's having like flashbacks of like, you know, back in the like 70s.
Neon colors. 70s.
That's definitely 80s.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool groove, Sean, if you're out there.
Good job. Right, let me hop in here and we can hop in the... So yeah, I mean, out of the variants, you've got 3 that are identical hard points, but the difference being is where those hard points are. And that's pretty important. And I think it'll placate towards how the builds are made. If you're an experienced, you know, pilot, having split arms and torso missile may not be as big of a detriment. Whereas if you have,
Override engaged.
you know, maybe someone that doesn't like to worry about that, where they have to use, you know, snap their reticles, or they just keep missile arm lock or arm lock on, then that could be a little bit detrimental to the performance of the mech. You're not getting the, you know, everything out of it.
Target acquired.
And then of course the 6 MR with the 6 medium or 6 energy and 2 missile in the torso. That one's actually, like I said, that's the one I'm looking forward to, I guess, the most out of the 2 here. Let me change my, oh yeah, field view. Okay, never mind. So that is the missile flaps open. Oops, sorry. Trying to get a better shot for you guys. So that's the missiles underneath. And even if you're rocking like 2 MRMs or LRMs in the torsos, it looks like that. And of course we do have the missile flaps, which I think are really cool. I actually sort of prefer this sort of design than, let's just say, the Archer, where it's like this big thing. I think if it would have split in the middle and gone to the side, I think that would have been cool.
You don't like your missile flaps doubling your height?
What are you trying to say?
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I mean, every little bit, you know, but, you know. But same thing with like, yeah, if to me, looking at this is sort of an evolution of whoever, and I don't know if this is Mark who did this. So Mark, if it was you, awesome. But I feel like this is an evolution of like seeing how they work and they operate in comparison to gameplay. And I feel like this has a very gameplay centric missile flap where it's not detrimental, right, to the design. So Mark, if that was you, awesome. Like it, sir. You know, I don't know if that was your level or if that was Alex's level, but I definitely think they are, it's nice. It's yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick look really quick at the run. Like I said, pretty standard. I don't think it's anything crazy. You know, it also reminds me a little bit, Darren, of the fire starter, the cockpit of the fire starter, as far as like, yeah, there's a lot of...
From the inside?
No, just from the outside, too. It's like a big fire, like how it moves, looks.
Yeah.
Griffin, Shadowhawk, it's pretty much just like that. Nothing crazy, I don't think. Of course, jump jets, we've only got a handful here, but
Fuel at 25%.
let's go ahead and
Fuel
showcase
at
that. The
0%.
Enforcer, right? The
So
Divorcer.
Mark confirmed that he did do that. He also had, he said, a rare opportunity to discuss and affect Alex's art early on in the process, which, yeah, that's, you know,
and
that discussion should always happen, right?
Yeah, and I think that's sort of key and point to where, like, you have, like, in a design and aesthetically, it may look cool, but maybe it has a negative, or could potentially have a negative, you know, on gameplay. But yeah, overall, I'm super happy with this. I think I'm actually, you know, I recently did a mech review video on this Mad Dog Splat Dog, and yeah, it's showing the doors, the 2M equipped in each side. No, we can go ahead and do that though really quick.
Why don't we do that, and then we'll give away the last Dervish Ultimate pack before the patch day tomorrow.
Magic, as far as what niche, I think this is like an in-between, if we're honest, of the Griffin can't do more than 4 missile. Same thing with like the Wolverine, the Shadowhawk. The Kentaro can, but the Kentaro's ground bound. It's also wonky as far as like the hardpoint locations. And I feel like this actually generally gives options that weren't necessarily there before, if that makes sense. Let's go take a look really quick with these. So exclamation Dervish in chat, guys. Good luck. And is this the max jump shots we can take? Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm just going to throw these on and save really quick. Or not even save. I can just hop in. That's such a nice feature.
Which one?
Being able to just mess around with your loadout and go into the training grounds and not have to save. Alright, so Mark 1 is us to... It's a max engine of 360 on all of them. Alright, so Mark wanted us to check out his flaps. Oh,
well.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. That is cool.
So wow, they actually do extend. I didn't even notice that. That is actually really cool. Good job, Mark. We approve, sir. We like that. That is very, very cool looking. Yeah, and with the ability to do torso mount missiles, again, it's able to do what the Griffin does, but maybe in a smaller, faster package, minus the ECM, which is, of course, always nice. But yeah, good job, Mark. Way to go, modeling team. Sexy. Oh, missiles. All right. Let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Again, just want to say thank you to everyone who has shown up. Thank you guys for dropping some bits. We've had a few people sprinkle some bits. Thank you. Sergeant Hardrock, 17-month resub. Morgo with 17-month resub as well. Silent Hawk with that 22 months. Also, Laurent dropping a 10 gift bomb. Or is it 5? No, that's definitely 10. 10 gifted subs.
Dang,
Laurent,
dude.
you crazy, crazy.
Thank you, Laurent.
Crazy man. Thank you, sir.
Also, let's give a thank you to Chris and Mark for being here from PGI
Thank
to
you,
answer
Chris.
some questions. We appreciate
Thank
that,
you,
guys.
Mark. C. Horrell with 21 months resub. Fresh Weed, 16 months. Weapon Omega with a tier 2, 30 months. 30 months. Let's see. Also, Junkyard Jack, thank you for that raid at the very beginning. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for dropping some support there. And of course, if you are new, make sure to click that follow button. That way you guys get email notifications when we go live. Go to enter Dervish in chat. Your chance to win an Ultimate Dervish coming out tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow stream, obviously we will be going live as soon as the servers allow us. So keep in mind, servers will go down at 10 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. Eastern, and we'll go live. The patch isn't very deep as far as I don't think there's a ton of stuff, ton of changes. So I feel like it'll be back up within an hour. It's usually probably 30 minutes to an hour. Unless someone pulls the wrong cord again.
No.
I think that's what happened last time. Pat, it was like 2 or 3 hours and it was like, no. Lord of Sem, 41 months. Thank you for that resub, sir. Welcome back. All right, guys, let's do this giveaway before everyone subs. Oh, wait. Here we go. Picking a winner.
And the winner is...
Cordless Modem. Cordless Modem. How are you doing? Congratulations.
There's no such thing as a completely cordless modem.
Dude, I
right?
love these flaps, bro. Man, the Centurion should have this. Mark, I'm sorry, but
Is
you're
that
no
flap
longer
envy?
allowed. Yeah, you can't go home until all the mechs have been retrofitted with the new, better missile flaps. The archer needs better flaps. Just all of it. Sorry, bro. You just start working, all right? We'll bring you food.
Cordless modem, I whispered you, whisper me back when you get a chance, and I'll get you sorted.
All right. I think he is there. He's answered you. Or let me
Yeah,
know
yeah, we're
when you're
good.
good. You're good?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dervish Preview, coming out again tomorrow. I'll be dropping in this. It's a nice tonnage too, because you're not, I guess I'm biased towards, like, I'd rather have a medium than a light. I don't know. And it's got enough firepower that I think it'll be fun. I do think this sort of placates towards the brawl, sort of medium skirmisher brawl with the MRMs as well. You've got the 2 variants with missile spread -10, which is going to help across the board. You've got the 6 MR with LRM cooldown as well, and just a flat missile cooldown with 6 energy. That is so fun. You've got the Frenzy here with 8 missile, which pretty much allows you to do anything. I mean, Narc, LRMs, you know, SRMs, streaks, you name it, you'll be able to do it on this. I think we'll have some fun in each one, but just remember, kids, make sure to open your flaps. You don't want to be caught with your flaps closed. Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. So Darren, thank you for being here. Chris, thank you again. And of course, Mark Nicholson, great job out there on this mech, bringing a old design. And when I mean old, I mean an old design back.
Old.
That, you know, I need to talk to Alex about redrawing Darren, and we need to update that design. And
Let me know how that goes.
yeah, just, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, It's been a pleasure. Thank you again for being here. Darren, any last words before?
Well, we don't know who we're going to have on the podcast on Wednesday, but we are going to have somebody. Maybe. If not, then Phil and I will fill in the space and we'll talk to each other. But yeah, we'll have a podcast Wednesday. And then I think we're going to have, again, a podcast the Monday, first thing Monday. So lots of podcasts coming up. Streams will be here on NGNG TV. Look for us. Make sure to follow us on Twitter so you know when we're going live. And we'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been
Looking
a
forward
pleasure.
to patch day tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. We will see you guys tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and raid someone. Go show them as much support as you gave us. Thank you again for being here, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. So, as we always, until next time, Mechwarriors, peace.